New at 6, filmmakers find their inspiration in a variety of ways. For director and screenwriter Cody Stokes, spending time away from his young daughter was the creative spark for the feature film he's currently shooting in his hometown, St. Louis.
Go to work!
Lights, cameras, and a lot of action as St. Louisan and Chaminade graduate Cody Stokes directs The Ghost Who Walks. Stokes is here, there, everywhere at once, and it's an understatement to say Stokes is stoked to make the film in his hometown.
Just so you know that I'm going to shoot all that at the end, right? We're going to get all this done. So I grew up in St. Louis, and I think it's an underutilized city in terms of its visual aesthetic and its talent. So the film is about it's about an ex-con who rats out his former employer to get out and find the daughter that he's never met. And as soon as he does that, he's kind of a marked man, so it becomes a chase movie. And so the whole movie, he's trying to find them, and everyone else is trying to find him.
This film is Stokes' baby. Besides directing, he also wrote the screenplay. Speaking of baby, Stokes' young children occasionally visit the set. In fact, the screenplay was partially inspired by the director's daughter.
When she was born and my directing career was kind of taking off, I was gone a lot, and I started just thinking a lot about what does that mean as a father? What if I don't come home? What if she doesn't understand who I am, or I miss something? And I knew I wanted to examine that in a film. And I also knew I wanted to make it entertaining and exciting. And then right then, Nolan's able to gun it.
St. Charles native Daniel Gartner, a friend of Stokes since high school, is producing the film.
Everything from helping arrange the casting, making sure we stay on budget, on time, on schedule, make sure that the director Cody has everything he needs to work with to get what he needs.
And as soon as we see them, let's have a little applause.
As the crew prepared to shoot a Christmas pageant scene at Hawthorne Leadership School for Girls in North St. Louis, Stokes was quietly confident. Being the man in charge, directing in his hometown, and hoping to pay back his St. Louis investors doesn't seem to faze him.
We're making what should be a multi-million-dollar film on a much smaller budget. That doesn't really scare me. I mean, I make commercials for a living, so I deal with a lot of high-pressure, high-stress situations.
Now, you may have noticed the film crew around town the last couple of weeks. Shooting has taken place in downtown, Dogtown, the Central West End, Chesterfield Mall, among locations. Local shooting for The Ghost Who Walks continues through next week.
Can't wait to